Thank you for indulging me. The second reading is from Matthew chapter 11, verses 2 through 11. When John heard in prison what the Messiah was doing, he sent word by his disciples and said to him, "Are you the one who is to come, or are we to wait for another?" Jesus answered them, "Go and tell John what you hear and see. The blind receive their sight, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, and the poor have good news brought to them. And blessed is anyone who takes no offense at me." As they went away, Jesus began to speak to the crowds about John. "What did you go out into the wilderness to look at? A reed shaken by the wind? What then did you go out to see? Someone dressed in soft robes? Look, those who wear soft robes are in royal palaces. What then did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I tell you, and more than a prophet. This is the one about whom it is written, 'See, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way before you.' Truly I tell you, among those born of women, no one has arisen greater than John the Baptist. Yet the least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he."
I think I'm going to turn around this morning. We all like people who say, "I know, I have the answer." We follow those people, don't we? We even elect them as our leaders. Only I have the answer. Everybody else is wrong. And we've been doing this for thousands of years. The people of that day that we just heard the scripture from wanted that type of Messiah to make Israel great again. Oh, did I just say that? I'm sorry. Anyway, keep politics out of this, sorry. But it's actually the truth. Remember those days of David when Israel was big and strong and nobody could defeat them? They wanted that again. They wanted to be the leader. They want to stand in front of everybody else. This is the Messiah that they wanted. John has been preaching, and we've heard his words. They're pretty strong and harsh words, especially for those who don't want to follow. Remember burning chaff and all that other stuff? And he chastises those. He doesn't mince words. He's pretty strong about that. And finally, his words got himself in trouble because he chastised the king. Well, now he's in prison. So, we hear him saying, "Are you the one who is to come, or are we to wait for another?" Now, wait a second. This is the same John the Baptist that is cousin to Jesus. They may even play together as children. This is the same John the Baptist who said, "He is coming," and he's here. Same John the Baptist who even saw Jesus and baptized him. How could he doubt? How could he now doubt? And we hear Jesus, when he hears this, he doesn't answer directly. He says, "Look at my actions." But are these the actions of the Messiah who is to come in power and glory and take over? Well, yeah. But maybe not quite in the same way. Today we do have leaders. Leaders who can be powerful, but they acknowledge others. They realize they can't do it by themselves. And this is where the change in everything has led me today. One of those was Dr. Martin Luther King, who actually wasn't just by himself. He had a whole bunch of people around him, and he listened to them. He listened to them. Lincoln did the same thing. His cabinet was made up of the people who wanted to be president too. And he listened to them. The best listen. Martin Luther King, have you ever seen the video of when he gave the I Have a Dream speech? You notice the people standing around him? There's one person standing right back there. That wasn't the speech that he was supposed to give. He had a different one prepared. The one person leans over and whispers in his ears, and you could read his lips say, "Do the I have a dream." He listened, and we have history. Great leaders know how to listen and know that things cannot be, here it is, all the time. We have to wait. We heard about that in the James scripture this morning. A farmer has to wait, don't they have to wait? You know, you plant, you have to wait, you have to make sure it grows right. So, Jesus knows this. And this is why I changed everything, because we have a sign in the front window here. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Somebody mentioned this to me last week. Somebody actually mentioned this to me this week. I'm going, well, maybe this is what I need to talk about. Jesus knows this. Strength cannot necessarily bring about love. We've seen this in our histories past when we did colonialization. We propped up dictators, and now a lot of those countries hate us because of that, because we wanted to be strong. We need to do like Jesus did. Build. Only love can destroy hate. And that's what he's trying to say in the scripture today in our gospel lesson. Only love can destroy hate. And that takes time. That takes effort. And there is one part that I do want to bring out here, because we have this weird beatitude in our lesson today. And blessed is anyone who takes no offense to me. That seems kind of weird, doesn't it? What does that mean? Well, here I think we need to go a little bit into history lesson and what the word actually means in the original Greek. So, it is one of the ways to actually say this is, who does not find an obstacle to faith. Skalandon is actually the Greek word, which actually means, and blessed is anyone who is not scandalized by me. It's a more accurate description. Now, if we take history and the way they talk into effect, probably a better translation would be, and blessed is anyone who does not get tripped up on me. What does that mean? It means, listen, don't take me, meaning Jesus, and put your values on me. John's preaching a firebrand. Now, maybe he knows what Jesus is all about, and he wants to put this in here and clarify it. Jesus is coming not in power and might like we want Jesus to, but in love. Or maybe he did want a firebrand for Jesus. And Jesus is saying, wait a second. I'm coming in a different way. So turn around, like we just heard. But that's the crux of the whole thing, this weird beatitude that we hear today. It means don't put your human values on me, Jesus. I'm here and I'm going to do things the way they need to be done. It may take a while, but love will always triumph over hate.